Are you crying?
No, but this is really good. Come to Edinburgh, get the fried marsh bars.
Hi, I'm Amy, a teacher from Wales. This is Alex, a doctor from Ukraine. We're full-time travelers and remote workers. This week we're in Edinburgh, Scotland, and we cram as much as possible into our 4 days. We were in complete awe of the magical feeling this city had while we walked around the castle, ate some incredible food, learned about the history, and related just about everything we saw to a Harry Potter film. Join us for this week's adventure, and if you like it, please subscribe so you don't miss next week. Welcome to Scotland. It is already incredible and we have only been here for 24 hours. We got in yesterday. Today we woke up and we have scheduled a free tour, and this tour is led by a Scotty dog. I'm very excited. Little Scotty dog. We will bring you along on this tour, let you know what we find. I'm sure everything we find will be absolutely beautiful. The tour is starting off at this statue of a dog, very good, loyal boy, and it's a beautiful statue. I'm sure we'll learn about him in a second, and I hope you enjoyed coming along with us. No one's here, so Alex is checking his email to see if this was maybe canceled.
Today is Thursday, September 5th, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
He has a confirmation, but we don't see the dog.
Or anyone else.
When did you book this?
Over a month ago.
And you have a confirmation?
From the day of, yeah.
But nothing since?
Then.
We found it. We found it.
Good morning, how are you? Perfect, I will be on there. Amazing. Thank you so much, Alex.
Hi, Gino.
Pacino. Hello.
Sorry, it's okay, we're cutting.
Oh, absolutely. Please, he loves it.
Hi, Pacino. Oh, thank you.
I'm so sorry if he does like you. I do
No,
apologize.
it's great. So, turns out that we are supposed to be led by a man and his Scotty dog. However, he is currently on holiday, aka vacation. So it is with this nice, gentle lady and her little dachshund doggy type style, who's named Pacino.
This is the cafe that J.K. Rowling wrote her Harry Potter books. It says the birthplace of Harry Potter. But unfortunately, I will walk and talk. Unfortunately, 3 years ago, the cafe had a horrible fire and it still has not reopened since that fire. Everything inside was destroyed. So we can't go in there, but lots of Harry Potter enthusiasts still visit that place today. McGonagalls! That's so funny, McGonagalls!
So, the most disgusting spot of our city is actually just behind you here. This is called the Heart of Midlothian. Now, this is where a building used to stand. The building was called the Toll Booth. Now, nothing ever good happened in the Toll Booth because that is where people were sentenced to death, that's where people were tortured, and that's where people paid their taxes. Okay, so nothing ever good happened in there. And when people used to walk out of the toll booth, they used to spit on the ground as they walked out of the door, out of disdain to the establishment and all the awful things that used to go on in there. And we have continued with this tradition. So locals will still walk past the Heart of Midlothian and they will spit. You see the fresh cobber in the middle? They will spit on the Heart of Midlothian because we're continuing with this tradition. We think it's important.
So the unicorn up there is the national symbol of Scotland. We just learned all about John Knox and how he is now buried underneath parking spot 23 in the old Parliament. And our tour guide said she does tours here all the time and she literally never sees cars parked on top of him because they think it's superstitious. I'm gonna walk and talk. They think that it's superstitious to do that. But today we're very lucky because we have someone parked on top of his grave. She said it's probably a woman trying to be sarcastic because John Knox hated women. So anyway, on to the next. These very small hallways are called closies, which is a very fitting name.
Highly recommend to go up to the castle if you're into military, monarchy, dark history. There is so much to see and do up there, it's absolutely amazing. There's memorials, there's museums, there's all sorts up there.
We just learned about the story of the crown jewels and how they were lost and then refound over 100 years later. And now they are in a bulletproof case in the castle behind us. So they will not be lost again. So now we are on Victoria Street. She just explained that this is where J.K. Rowling got her inspiration for Diagon Alley. And she has given us a ton of food recommendations along Victoria Street. So many to remember, but the one I do remember is right back here, Birdie's for fish and chips. She said those melt in your mouth fish and chips, and then Howie's back there she recommended as well. What was Howie's? Oh, Alex ran away. Hold on, let me go ask him. Alex, what was at Howie's?
Howie's is traditional Scottish food.
Okay, traditional Scottish food. One vegan/vegetarian restaurant that she recommended? Henderson's. So we might check that out later. Oh yes, this is the Harry Potter store on Victoria Street. She said there's always a line. We are taking a beautiful walk back up to the statue that we started at today. And I think we're about to hear the story of that dog, which I'm very excited to hear. Bobby, that'll be the end of the tour, is the story. She said she's saving the best for last, so.
This is the last stop of the tour today. We're currently in Greyfriars Kirkyard. Now, this graveyard is famous for two reasons. The first reason is Bobby the dog, which is his memorial right here to the side of us. And the second reason it's famous is because of J.K. Rowling, yeah. She's embedded in our history now. She is everywhere in this city. But she used to come in here and she got a lot of inspiration from a lot of the gravestones of people who are buried here, and she named some of her characters after them. Now, eventually, this graveyard said, enough is enough. We're going to hire a night watchman, a security guard who's going to patrol. His name was John Gray. So he was hired to patrol at night, and his family said, John, this is a scary job, okay? You're doing the night shift, it's dangerous, you need to get yourself a guard dog, a dog that's gonna keep you safe at night. You do a great job. So he said, that's a great idea. And so we got a tiny little puppy about that size, a little Skye Terrier puppy, and he named him Bobby. So John and Bobby, they patrolled at night, doing the night shift for around 2 years, becoming really good companions and best friends, until John became very sick. He got tuberculosis and he actually passed away from this. Now his funeral was held here in this very kirkyard, and it said in the history books when his coffin was coming along the road through these gates and down this path to where he's just buried, just down there, that the dog Bobby followed the coffin the entire way. Bobby sat next to his gravestone and refused to move. Now when I say refused to move, of course the community tried to take him in, tried to adopt him as their own dog, but Bobby was very distressed every time he left his master's side. So the community got together, they brought him back to John's side, they created a shelter for him in the winter months, they put blankets in there so he could be comfortable and safe, and they also came in on shifts to feed the dog, to give the dog water, so he could spend his life next to John.
So essentially what they did is the city adopted him, built him a little shelter at his owner's gravesite, and that's where Bobby lived for another 14 years. Bobby died when he was 16 years old.
That reminds me of the story in Tokyo. Hachi.
Yeah, very similar to Hachi's story.
Very similar to Hachi. And then his tombstone's over there too. And the cutest little thing, I'll show you, is that people leave sticks at the tombstone for Bobby. Because he's a good boy. Bye, Pacino.
Yes,
see you later.
Thank you.
It's all bronze because everyone's giving him boops. How sweet.
Hello everyone. We are at the Maker's Mash, which is a restaurant that was recommended to us by our lovely tour guide, Sarah. If you don't know, haggis is a national dish of Scotland. So the reason that we came here though is because they have a vegetarian haggis, which we're very excited for. We've also ordered a lion's mane mushroom dish with mash. Apparently fantastic. We had to wait to get this seat. It's a very popular place. Hopefully the food matches the expectations.
That's the lion's mane, and this is the vegetarian haggis. So I would definitely rank the vegetarian haggis dish higher than I would rank the mushroom dish. I would also say to get the smoked applewood mash is the better of the two mashes we got. We got a mature cheddar one and we got a smoked applewood one. Smoked applewood is better. Haggis dish is better. Mushroom dish is good, but I really like mushrooms and I don't like it. And Alex doesn't like mushrooms and he likes it. So make of that what you will. Very good. A little pricey, but from what I can tell, the haggis is close to the original. It has that like gritty oatmeal texture that haggis is known for. So I think it's pretty good if you want to try fake haggis. If this is the first video of ours that you are watching, you may not know this, but I was born in Wales. However, my grandfather is Scottish. So I believe that I'm more Scottish than Welsh, even though I was born in Wales. And this is slightly confirmed because on the menu says that the haggis is made by, exclusively for them, by the award-winning Ramsay Butchers. My last name is Ramsay, with an A, not an E, like Chef Gordon Ramsay. Actually, I don't know where Ramsay with an E comes from, but Ramsay with an A is Scottish. That is confirmed right now in this mash bar. Apart from the restaurant being really good, the music selection is incredible. Whoever is running the Spotify playlist today, A+. It's all like 90s boy bands, so. It started raining, and then also it's a lot colder than we expected. So we went into Primark, and I didn't want to pay for a bag. That's why I'm just holding them. I didn't steal them. I just got some warmer clothes. Only cost me £20. Now we're gonna take the tram home. You pay for a ticket? Yeah, we're gonna go home and work. We'll see you tomorrow. Hello and welcome to day 2 in Edinburgh, Scotland. Today we are going on a Harry Potter tour. I'm so excited. Alex left something back at the house and he had to run back and get it, but I'm going to the bus stop and we will see you when we get there. He's catching up to me. There it is. It's very foggy / misty outside today, which I think is very fitting for our Harry Potter tour. For the tour, they asked that we bring something that we can use as wands, so Alex and I packed Tide to Go pens. Expelliarmus!
It's going to be very atmospheric today as well with this fog. I know it's not necessarily the best of weather, but it's not raining, and it makes everything much more magical, mysterious and atmospheric, in my opinion. George Heriot's, just like Hogwarts, they have a house system. There are 4 houses. And of course, everybody else, you can all play along with this in your heads if you want. It's not just Amy who can do this. Your options are Castle, Greyfriars, Rayburn, and Lauriston. Which one would you like to choose today?
Castle.
Castle, okay. That means you're in Ravenclaw. Are you happy with that? You don't look happy.
A little happy.
A little bit happy. What would you like to be in?
Hufflepuff.
Okay, Hufflepuff. Well, you can be in Hufflepuff because we know, of course, that the sorting hat takes into account the child's preferences, of course. For example, J.K. Rowling herself, you know, she has aspects of different houses. So if you follow her charity work, she's a Hufflepuff, right? If you follow her Twitter account, she's a Slytherin. So we all have multitudes within us, is what I'm saying, Amy. So it's absolutely fine to be a Hufflepuff. One of Edinburgh's most famous poets, or actually I should probably say that he is one of Edinburgh's most infamous poets. The other thing that you might have noticed is the spelling that we have here. This is a little bit different to the spelling used in the books.
That's my last name, Ramsay. Probably one of my relatives.
Get those wands at the ready. Now, the spell that we are going to learn today, it is called Rossio Lumos. This is one of Wizard Stew's own devising. And this is real magic, by the way. It will work. I will tell you what it's to do in a moment. If you're worried about looking silly, don't worry. You look awesome. 1, 2, 3. Rossio Lumos. Right, you've all passed your owls. You're all qualified wizards. So if you would like to follow me, I'm going to lead you out of the graveyard now. 1, 2, 3. Rossio Lumos! Oh, excellent wizard it was.
He's giving us house points based off trivia, and right now Hufflepuff is losing miserably. Look at that. So spooky. So fitting for this tour. Da 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 da. Is that the Diagon Alley music? I don't know.
We're going to reveal the winners of the House Cup. So, could I get a round of applause, please, for Gryffindor with 5 points? Well done, Gryffindor. They're in 4th place today. That means with 10 points, one of them earned by somebody who wasn't even on the tour, Slytherin. Well done, Slytherin. So that means that in 2nd place with a very commendable 20 points is Hufflepuff. Between the winners today with 45 points. A very dominant performance. Give a round of applause to Ravenclaw, please. Oh, sorry, hold on a second. Just hold your applause. I'm getting a little bit of a message through my earpiece. Hello? Yes, it's Dumbledore. He's just awarded 500 bonus house points to Gryffindor. So a round of applause for Gryffindor. A round of applause really for Ravenclaw, but for all of you for joining in on the tour today. Thank you so much. You've been an absolutely wonderful group. Thank you.
This window has 2 beanies on display, and it's Bella and Foxy. And then some ducks. But Bella and Foxy. If you've seen our first video ever, you'll know why that's so cool to us. Okay, now that the tour is over, we're going to check out the Potter store, mostly because this line is a lot shorter than it was yesterday, so we figured, why not? They have their own cupboard under the stairs, which is funny. Pretty cool photo op on the 3rd floor of this store. But it's very crowded in here. This shop is good, but if you've been to the one in New York or if you've been to Universal Studios, then you will not be that impressed with this store. Otherwise, it's good. Alrighty, we are done with the store and now we are gonna go eat dinner at one of the recommendations from yesterday, which is the Birdie's Fish and Chips on Victoria Street. We'll see how it is. This is the lovely menu here at Birdie's. We're gonna get the traditional fish and chips. Okay, we were told we had to try Iron Brew. It is more popular in Scotland than Coca-Cola. I think that's like the only place in the world that there's something more popular than Coca-Cola. So we are gonna try Iron Brew. It looks like orange soda almost. I think that tastes like cough syrup. It reminds me of a drink that I had growing up in the UK, but I can't place it. Honestly, maybe it was this. Maybe it was Iron Brew and I had no idea. But yeah, this isn't good. What do you think it tastes like?
It's similar to cream soda. Maybe if you mix it with a little bit of root beer, but I think it's probably most equal to cream soda. So if you like cream soda, you'll like this.
Okay, Alex got the breaded fish and chips, and I got the traditional tempura fish and chips. I also got curry sauce and slaw. Yum. Dinner was absolutely delicious and really filling, so we decided
Highly recommend.
We decided not to get dessert there, but then we were walking home and we found this place.
Expertly crafted chocolate drinks.
And Alex really wants one, so
100% cacao chocolate drink, I think.
You want to go in?
Yeah.
Okay. You get to pick, you want cold chocolate or hot chocolate, and then you get to pick what percent of chocolate you want, all the way from 28 white, all the way to 100% dark. You can pick your milk that you want. They have all of those. Or dairy milk. I think Alex is going to get either the 96 or the 100.
Oh. That's 100% chocolate. Wow. If you like bitter, unadulterated, chocolatey goodness, definitely get that.
Is it worth $10?
You know, I think honestly, for a one-time thing, yes. You can probably spend 8 if you wanted 96%, but if you want the hundo, I would splurge.
Today is a very misty day, which is very fitting, again, for where we are, which is Edinburgh Castle. We have a tour scheduled. Oh my gosh, how cute. So happy I just caught that. Anyway, we have a tour scheduled of the castle, and we're heading there now. Nope, wrong way.
This way?
Yeah. There we go.
Cool.
Got a little headset. All ready to go?
Yeah.
This is the Great Hall. There are so many things I have to show you about the castle, but first things first, we are in line to see the Scottish crown jewels. I don't know if I'm allowed to record them, but we'll find out. So the crown jewels are made up of 3 things: the crown, the scepter, and the sword. Okay, I will not be able to show you anything inside, given this sign.
This building is St. Margaret's Chapel, which apparently is the oldest building in all of Edinburgh. It was built in the 1100s, which is pretty crazy. So you can still go inside of here. It is no longer an active like Sunday service chapel, but you can have weddings and baptisms in here. So it is still used periodically.
So all of the castle kind of looks like Hogwarts, but this in particular, this view looks like Hogsmeade to me. It is a little cafe. It's not Hogsmeade, but it looks like it. And the mist in the back, it's all very fitting. Yeah, I think we go back. If you fancy it, they have whiskey tastings at the Edinburgh Castle. But Alex and I don't like whiskey, so I think we'll skip that. Although Alex has been tortured all week, wondering if he should do a whiskey tasting while he's here.
I don't like it.
Alex has very quickly changed his mind and decided he is going to do a tasting. Mostly because they're free, he said, and he'd rather not
I don't want to pay for something I don't like.
But you want to try it.
If you're in Scotland, I feel like maybe a tiny sip of a scotch is...
How quickly you changed your mind when you found out it was free.
That's true.
Definition.
Oh, okay.
Made with single malt whiskey. It's called Highland Nectar. It's a whiskey liqueur.
We did a tasting. It was a whiskey liqueur that they have you taste. So it was actually very sweet. It was very delicious, but we're not sure if that counts as our whiskey tasting.
Made with scotch whiskey, so
Yeah.
maybe.
We just went into the 2 prisons. There is a prisons of war, and then there is the military prisons. The military prison was a punishment, whereas the prisons of war was less so a punishment. So that one's a little bit nicer. But both were rather grim. I wouldn't want to live in either, let's just say. Now we're gonna continue walking around the grounds of Hogwarts. I mean, the Edinburgh Castle. There are also 2 museums, the Museum of the Royal Scots and also the Regimental Museum. They are right across from each other, but we are more interested in the grounds themselves, so we are going to head down and explore some more of this extraordinary castle. Spooky season. Oh, this is actually a road. So, oh, Alex went over that way. But there are cars that will periodically come down. Look at the grounds of this castle, though. That is wild. This is the governor's house that Alex is very creepily trying to look in the windows of. Oh, it is his kitchen. He has a glass on the counter. Someone actually lives here. We can't go inside because they live here. Oh, he's right there. Is he watching TV? I think right there on the couch in a red sweater.
Oh,
Isn't that weird?
that is weird.
You can just like,
If that is the main person, then that main person is a major general in the army.
Okay. I feel weird. I feel like I shouldn't be looking at him. So.
Yeah, there's another guy he's talking to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, he has a great view from his house. Look at this view. It is just, to me, it just screams Harry Potter. Everywhere you look at this castle. Look at that. In the rocks and everything, it's so Harry Potter.
Look at this cool thing.
It's just fascinating. I mean, come on. This is incredible. Anyway, we're gonna go to this little cafe, see what they have there. It's called the Red Coat Cafe. Lots of different cakes, including sticky toffee and biscoff cake, raspberry and pistachio cake, and honey and bergamot cake. Yum.
So before there were reliable clocks in order to alert the sailors and docksmen at the dock/port, they would have a cannon that they would fire at 1 o'clock to signal to the docks, hey, it's 1 o'clock. And so they call it the 1 o'clock gun. And they have done it every single day except for Sundays, Easter, and Christmas. But they do it every other day. And there is someone that has the responsibility of maintaining it and subsequently firing it every single day. They're part of the British military. So every day you hear it when you're here in Edinburgh. And then you know it's 1 o'clock.
I feel like I am standing in the set of Harry Potter. Follow me around, camera. Just look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, it's like Hagrid's Hut, it's like Hogsmeade, it's like Diagon Alley, it's like Hogwarts. It is like the whole movie was shot here. It wasn't. Actually, none of the movie was shot in Edinburgh, but it's easy to see how she got inspiration from basically all of this. And then as you leave the castle, you come out to this street, which also looks like something out of Harry Potter. Is it getting annoying, me saying that? I don't really care. But it's gorgeous. There's some construction going on, so I hope you can hear me. But next up is the cathedral. We saw this on our tour yesterday, but didn't go into it. Our tour guides recommended that we take a peek, because you can walk in for free, take a look around. She said you don't need much time, just a couple minutes. So this is absolutely stunning. And it's 900 years old. I know I just said it was free, but when you walk in, there is a sign saying that there is a suggested donation of £6. I do think that may be worth it to see this though. It is very beautiful. I have no idea what's going on. I think it's a silent disco. Oh, they're doing a dance. The music you're hearing has nothing to do with the Silent Adventures tour. It just happens to be going on right next to where there is music playing over here. We took some time to walk down the Royal Mile. It's very busy. We're gonna stop in and get a deep fried Mars bar from Clamshell. Everyone told us we had to do that. No thanks.
Battered Mars bar.
It's gonna be really hot probably. Is it really gross? Your face looks like it's really gross.
It's one of the best things I've ever eaten. That was really good.
I was not expecting that. To be fair, Alex has never had a Mars bar, so this is also his first time having one, and it happens to be deep fried. Are you crying?
No, but this is really good. Come to Edinburgh, get the fried Mars bars.
The sun has come out and it is making the buildings less spooky but more beautiful.
It reminds me of sunrise, but it's actually sunset.
Yeah, it does kind of look like sunrise. We're gonna walk down to the gardens now.
The Sir Walter Scott.
We have made it to the Scott Monument. There's an amazing view of the castle over there. The silhouette of the castle, you guessed it, looks just like Hogwarts. Another beautiful view from the Scott Monument. The colors on the trees are just starting to change because it's September. I told Alex it looks like something out of Stranger Things, like a Demogorgon. And then there are gardens down below. Ugh, I can't get over how beautiful everything is. Continuing with the Harry Potter theme, we are going to the Department of Magic. They have drinks that you can put together, special cocktails.
Like a potion.
Like a potion. A little bit difficult. Anyway, ooh. We're doing the bubbler experience, so we paid £8 each and we get to select one of these potions. These are alcoholic and then these 4 are non-alcoholic. Turns out we are both gonna order the alchemistry because we both love raspberries. You can also order a potion. The non-alcoholic potions are here And the alcoholic potions are here. We got our own bubblers, but then we are going to share an Herbology 101 potion. Those ones are more involved. You can actually like put together almost all of the drinks, so it's more of a potion. There's also a magical afternoon tea here that's $25 per person, or £25 per person. And they also have magical tea. So you can order teas that you can make as potions, just like the cocktails that they have. And the escape rooms are on the back. If you want to do an escape room here, those are £19 to £25 per person. Wow. That's so cool. Oh, it is bubbling. It's getting quite bubbly. You have to wait a minute before you drink it. It's bubbling. Herbology 101, we have to first grind up our raspberries into a fine pulp, and they say put your back into it. Next up is add the pink mandrake sap to the berries. Then dance around your table. After that, it says pluck the flowers and dig for treats in the soil. Add these to your plant pot. Save the soil for eating later. Oh yeah, these are the popping candies. Okay. Then it says add the berries, vial of sunflower essence, and the final vial of danger substance redacted to the plant pot. So you're adding the berries. Whoa! Amazing. And then finally, the vial of danger substance redacted. Oh, it looks like liquid luck.
Looks like what?
Liquid luck. Doesn't it? It looks like liquid luck. Oh, it's bubbling.
And it's popping.
And it's popping. 2, 3, 1, 2.
Oh, good. Anything else I can get you guys?
On your way to the bathroom, there are all the Horcruxes. The locket, the cup, the diadem. What's this one? They have the ring, glasses, which I think means Harry. What Horcrux is that? Maybe these are just decorations. Maybe they're not all Horcruxes. Just walking home in the rain, passing beautiful buildings. Like it's no big deal. After this, we had to pack up and check out. The reality of full-time travel is that often you have to check out of where you're staying long before a bag drop opens at the airport. This often means rolling your suitcases along the cobblestone to the nearest coffee shop to wait it out. This week, it just so happened that the nearest coffee shop was a Costa inside a Tesco. So that brings us to the end of this video, and we are genuinely so thankful that you have watched to the end. We post a new video every Monday as we move from country to country, so we hope we'll see you again soon.
Thanks for watching.
Bottom my bag up. Oh, wow. Nice. Big Pony Club. The Big Pony Club.
Bobby came. I can tell you're getting annoyed.
I am. This is horrible.
When the patrolman died,
I started. We are going on a Harry Potty.
brown goodness.
Ew. I like this because it's my height. Anyway, a very, very pretty street and a very, very pretty dog. Is this thing on?